Try to post it in the chat window. What are the phases of penetration testing? 2 minutes to go. The phases of penetration testing are reconnaissance. Reconnaissance is also called information gathering, right? Then scanning, gaining access, maintain access, and clear traces. These are the phases of penetration testing. As part of information gathering, we try to depend on some of the tools like who.is, builtwith.com, or showdown.io, abuseibdb.com. These are the things, OSI framework, open source intelligence framework. And for scanning, we use a tool. What is the tool that is used for scanning the network or IP address? Very important question. Again, we are going to discuss about this tool for 2 or 3 days. What is the tool name we use for scanning? For scanning, network scanning, IP address scanning, we are going to use the tool called Nmap. Okay. For gaining access exploitation, we use Metasploit and MSF Venom, and few more tools are there. We'll discuss that. And gaining after that, maintain access and clear traces. These are the phases of penetration testing. Okay. In today's session, we'll talk about web technologies. How many of you are familiar with HTML and CSS? Our objective is to find vulnerabilities and fix the vulnerabilities. Ethical hackers find vulnerabilities, check for the exploitation, and fix the vulnerabilities. If you are real hacker, they find vulnerabilities, they exploit the target, and they misuse the data or the application for their own purpose. Those are real hackers. So if you want to hack any target, be it website, mobile, you need to have good understanding of the target. So all these web applications are built with front-end technologies. Remember the term front-end. Do you guys know any of the front-end technologies or frameworks that are used for building websites? No one? Okay, JavaScript, yes, one of the correct answer. How are the web pages built? HTML, CSS, Node.js, jQuery, right? These are all the front-end technologies which are used for building the website. So as a security engineer, you should know how to construct the website. If not, actually, the front-end developers means, assume like here is a website, abc.com, and all of you are familiar with three-tier architecture. Database server we have, and web server, application server for business logic, app server, and web server. In the web server, you can host FTP server, or you can host HTTP server, or you can host telnet. There are different types of services which a web server can provide. Some of the examples of web servers are Apache. Any other examples of web servers names? Apache is more oftenly used. Give me some examples of web server names. IIS, Internet Information Services from Microsoft. Okay. Then even WebSphere, AWS, not sure. So these are some of the examples of the web servers. Remember one or two names. So assume like you have installed these web servers in any of your server operating system. Then you need to construct a website. What is the difference between website and web page? What is the difference between website and web page? Very simple definition: group of web pages together constructs a website. Simple. If you have a web server, you can host multiple websites. Website 1, website 2, like that. And each website consists of web pages. Web page means simple web page. I mean to say web page means if you consider any kind of a web application, if you consider banking application, you have login page, you have transactions page, you have accounts page, history, support page. Each page is considered as HTML page, web page. That's it. Web page 1, page 2. Website is constructed with web pages. So these web pages are constructed with, again, some technologies are used for constructing these web pages. The main technology is HTML, CSS, and you can execute some dynamic scripts. Advanced are Node.js. And one more is there, I'm not able to, jQuery, right? No, jQuery is a framework. What is the latest web application framework? Anyone? Don't remember? Okay, fine, no issues. So basically, web page is constructed with these technologies. And as a security engineer, you should know how to construct a HTML page, or at least you should know how these are constructed. Looks like no one has much knowledge on that. In general, whoever is familiar with, yes, Bala, Divya Krishna, AngularJS, that is the one. AngularJS, Angular JavaScript, Bootstrap, content technologies for building a website. Bootstrap. This is the advanced version of AngularJS and JavaScript. So basically, you get a predefined functions for constructing a web page. If you look at the source code, you should be able to understand how the web page is constructed. I know, like React.js is one more example. The moment I say coding, you guys will feel difficulty. Don't think like this is a coding. Think like we require payloads, right? What is meant by payload, first of all? Can anyone tell the answer? What is meant by payload in cybersecurity? What we have learned? As a security engineer, you should remember what is the payload and what kind of payload we have to use for hacking. But where to provide this payload? Payload is there, you know what payload to give. But for a perfect exploitation, for a successful exploitation, you should know where to provide this payload. Am I correct? For that, you should understand this technology, HTML, CSS, JavaScript, AngularJS. Someone who is familiar with all these technologies are called developers. There is some specific name given to that. Anyone knows? The developers who works on AngularJS, React.js, Bootstrap, JavaScript, those are called, what is the name? Front-end developers. Okay, front-end development thing. So today, all of you are going to become front-end developers. I'm sure like at least 70 to 80% of the work, you will be able to do what these people are going to do it. So first I'll try to do it by myself, then later you guys practice it. This requires the system. If you don't have the system, do it tomorrow. Tomorrow is Saturday and then we have Sunday. Go through this video. and then try to come up with the assignment. I'm going to give you the assignment based on the things which we are going to learn in this session. Okay, we are going to learn both all these three technologies in this session. Already we have learned about HTML, right? What is the full form of HTML? I take a notepad plus plus. What is the full form of HTML? We discussed about HTTP, right? Hypertext Transfer Protocol. HTML, hypertext markup language, and CSS stands for cascading style sheets. Hypertext markup language. Okay, remember these terms. CSS stands for cascading style sheets. JavaScript is JavaScript itself. So these are the front-end technologies which are used for the developing the website. We discussed about different kinds of servers and of three-tier architecture, how the clients are able to access the website. Now we should go a little deeper. We need to understand in a granular manner within this website how the pages are constructed and what are the technologies that are going to be used within this website. So I'll create a simple web page, very easy to remember. Don't get scared like it is coding related. Within 20 minutes, I'm sure like all of you are going to become front-end developers. Okay, let us take this example. Everyone knows Notepad, right? You can go to the start menu, type Notepad, and you can. How come it is not getting launched? Okay, so either you can write the code in the Notepad, or you can write the code in Notepad++. Notepad++, you can just browse in any in the Google. Try to download Notepad++. The moment you download the Notepad++, you can create a new file like this. Okay, you can create n number of files. I'm going to write the code in this specific by using this editor, Notepad++ editor. I'm going to use to write a simple HTML code, and observe how I'm trying to write the code. Fair enough. So before I develop this code, let me see like how many things you need to know, like different kinds of objects. Does anyone know what are meant by tags in the front end? Tags, elements. Do you guys have idea? Let us take Flipkart.com. Yes. Okay. Basically headers. When you see the web page, I said like the website is constructed with the help of web pages. If you take Flipkart.com, we have pages related to groceries, mobile, fashion. You click on that, it will launch a different page. Or you click on home and furniture or sub pages, you can launch any of these pages. So basically, web page is constructed with the help of objects. So whatever you see in a website, those are called objects or elements. Understand? Objects or elements. Unflowvisual.com, is it down? See, if it is down, then I'll select some other web page. Get to sms.com. Before we learn this HTML, let us do a small exercise. Very easy one and interesting one. I want you to list different kinds of elements you get in a website, in a web page. I'll list you some examples of the elements. The elements are also called objects. In case of Flipkart, one element is a button, submit button or login button. One more element is editable text field. You can edit something, right? This is called one more element. Like this, whatever you see, one more element is a text. You see some paragraph here. This is called text. So like this, we have different kinds of elements within a web page. Okay, you call it like element or you call it like an object. Now your job is, I want you to list at least one or at least two examples, two elements from each one of you. Elements within a web page. Examples of elements or objects. The first one, I told editable text field. The second one is images someone has mentioned, and even button, Windows buttons. This is one more element. Next one, videos. Yes, videos. One more element. One example from each one of you. Someone has mentioned drop down. Yes, that is very good example. Drop down. Next one, URLs or links. Yes, links also can be considered as one more element. Don't search in Google. Try to think and tell me. Okay. Checkboxes. Yes. One more element. Checkbox. Text box or editable text box is already covered. Then scroll bar. One more element. The next one. No, login page is a page. We need to identify a specific element within a page. For example, search is a already editable text field. Menu bar. Yes, menu is one more thing. Scroll down, drop down also menu, right? Checkbox we have selected. Then apart from this, any other elements? Whatever I have listed. Category selection. Checkbox is the one, right? Category selection. We discussed. Navigation means scroll bar. Location, offers, capture field. Does capture comes under a different element? Maybe if you have worked on the, not sure, but I'm trying to list down it here. Menu bar is covered. That's it. One interesting thing someone has listed. Let me see your answers. Drag and drop, price discount, mails, iframes. Yes. Iframe, does anyone know what is meant by iframe? Does anyone knows what is meant by iframe element? You guys can unmute and speak. I'm giving you permissions. What is meant by iframe? You can unmute and then give the details about the iframe, if you know. Have you seen a website that is okay? Who wants to answer this? No one. There is a Flipkart website is there. Within the Flipkart, on the bottom right hand side, they will display a page. One more website within a website that will be displayed within an iframe. Website within an website, but it will be displayed in a small box. Okay, that we'll see it anyhow. Iframe. Let me see if we have that website within a website. Mostly in a Flipkart, you would have seen that. Here we don't have that kind of options. I'll show you. Don't worry about that. Any other elements apart from this? Iframe is done. Okay, HTML is one more element. That is a root element. HTML is a root element. Okay. Division, div. Okay. That's it. Has anyone mentioned when you write an exam, you get one element? Assume like you are trying to write an exam, multiple choice questions. What is the element that is displayed there? Checkboxes is covered. Apart from that, division I'll show you when you write the code. Okay. Title, yes, of course. Title is one more element. Srikanth. Have you guys seen radio button? When you write exam, OMR sheet, or even online, radio button is one more different kind of element. Scroll bar, we have covered. Navigation bar, menu, capture, drop down list. Yes. Any other elements, guys? Last 2 minutes. We'll get into the coding. Radio button or bullet points. Almost similar, but anyhow, I'll list it separately. File system, yes, I guess. I'm not sure about file system, but it might be existing. There are like advanced elements also there. No, PDF is not an element. Paragraph is covered already. How about table? Have you seen table in any of the web page? Tables or table, right? That is one more element. There will be, even if you can consider Excel as an element. Excel is one more element. Okay. So you consider Google Map, yes, Google Map, joysticks. There are a lot of elements are there, objects are there within a web page. Let us try to limit to here. Okay, we are not the front-end developers. We are trying to understand how these web pages are constructed. Okay, there is no need for us. There is no need for us to learn entire different kinds of objects and how those constructed. We'll try to learn in a very simple manner. That's it. Only one session for this front end because the main objective is cyber security. Okay, fine. Okay, great. Let me go back to the text file. So Notepad++, I opened a new text. Remember, pay attention everyone. Okay, we are done with the task or the assignment. I'm going to construct a simple web page and see how I'm going to construct it. First thing, always remember, all these elements are constructed. All these elements are constructed with a starting tag and ending tag. Okay, and all the HTML pages starts with the root element that is called HTML. This is the root element HTML. If this is the starting tag, ending tag also will be like similar to it. Only thing is forward slash will be there. So this is the starting tag of the HTML object, and this is the ending tag of the HTML object. Fair enough. So in each and every HTML page, we have two sub elements called head and body. This is the starting tag of the head. What will be the ending tag of the head? Can anyone tell me? Based on how I constructed root element, I want you to give the ending tag. What will come in the place of this question mark? $15 seconds to go. Starting tag I have given here. So ending tag will be like head, but it should be forward slash. Okay. So basically in the header or head, we store the metadata. Metadata will be stored here. Means in something about this HTML page, we store it here. For time being, I am not writing anything in the header. And there will be one more element called body. Just like head, even body also has the ending tag. That's it. So whatever you want to display within a web page, you write that code in between the body. Okay. So I want to write a simple. Okay, sorry guys. Backward slash. I want to write a simple paragraph. Okay. Is it forward slash or backward slash? Forward or backward? Okay, I think it is forward. So whatever the code you want to write, you have to write it here. First, I'll write a simple paragraph. P is the starting tag and forward slash P is the ending tag. whatever you want to write, you can write here. For example, cyber security training starts from July 9th. This is the paragraph which I want to display it here. Okay. Everything is good, but as it is a HTML file, I want to save this file. File, save as. Let me save over the desktop. Instead of creating, if it is a text file, you have to save it as .txt. This is a HTML file, sample.html. First program I'm trying to create, and this is, I named it as sample file.html and save it. The moment I saved it with HTML, you see that the syntax color coding has been changed, which means that the Notepad++ is able to identify the HTML page. Okay, starting tag, ending tag. Okay, fair enough. So if I want to this specific HTML page, I'm going to place it in a website or web server, so that when someone launches this page, this content will be displayed. Okay, so go back to the sample.html, right click. You need to open with browser. Let me open with Chrome. How come didn't get displayed? Header body HTML / HTML. You can open with any browser. Definitely it will work. Don't worry about that. Okay, here is the content. I'm trying to launch cybersecurity this page. It shows the content whatever I have displayed, and this is the sample.html. What is the name of, what is the title here? Sample.html. In a website, if it is able to list the same name as that of the name stored in the server, is it a security issue or not? The title is getting displayed as sample.html. Check for web SMS. What is the title? They are displaying some message. How about Flipkart? They display like buy bedsheets online in India, something like that. But for our website, if you launch some page, it is listing the same name as that of the file stored in the server. Is it a security issue or not? Normal recommendation from the security perspective. So let us change the title then. Title you can give it in the header. Very simple, just give title, that's it. And ending tag of the title. And followed with forward slash. That's it. What is the title we want to give? I'll say like hacker book and save it. Now go back to the page. Just refresh the page. You see that sample.html is renamed to HackerBook Training and Certifications. Okay, fair enough. Go back to the file again, text file, Notepad++ HTML file. I'll try to construct some more elements. So this time I'm going to include image, starting tag of the image and ending tag of the image. So when you try to refer image, definitely you have to refer to some location. Location in sense, where is the image located? Is it in the same domain or some different system, like that? So you need to mention the source. src is equal to the source. You have to mention it here. What is the height of the image? Height is equal to 300 pixels and width is equal to 200 pixels. Okay, height and width you need to mention, and source also you need to put. If you have your own image files, you can refer to that, or if you don't have, you can Google and then try to locate some images. Let me go to the google.com can search for any of your favorite hero or heroine or any kind of comics images like Spider-Man. I just mentioned Spider-Man. Let me go to images. Lot of images are there. Let me see if I can refer to some image. Right click, copy image link. Go back to the Notepad++. Exactly, I'm able to get the location of this image file. This is the image, and it is located under some domain, some other domain, not my domain. cdn some pocket in.com. So I copied that. I'll try to refer the source here. Understood? I'll delete from here and save it. Go back to the page. Go back to the browser. Refresh the page. Has it got loaded? Yes or no? Yes. Try to refer to one more image. Image 1 and image 2. Only thing is source will change. That's it, right? Other things are same. Or if you want to increase the pixels resolution, you can increase. I don't want to go with I want to go with height as 400 and width as 500. This one also same. 400 as height, width as 500. Let me refer to some other image. Alphamutual.com not getting loaded. No. Scanme.nmap.org. Okay, yes, we are able to load website called Scanme. I want to copy this image. Copy image link. You can create your own image and you can refer to that image as well. No need to be referring to the external images. Save it. Go back to the page. Here it is. Refresh the page. Now it is showing clearly, right? Okay. I'll try to include one more element called iframe. What do you mean by iframe? I said like iframe means I'm going to load a website within a website, main website. Source we have to mention. Let us keep that as blank for now. What are the attributes? Height is equal to 400 pixels and width is equal to 500 pixels. I'll try to refer to a website called any website you can refer. I'll try to refer to scanme.nmap.org. That's it. Save it, go back and refresh the page. You see that there is a website within a website. These are images. First two are images. And if you want to browse, you can browse as well. For example, I'm trying to click on something within this scanme.nmap.org. Nmap. Within this website, again, I'm able to browse one more website. So the main web page is sample.html. I can copy this sample.html under hackerbook.com, or I can copy this sample.html under hurry.com. This is the main web page, and within this web page, I am able to load sub website. Okay, so that is the purpose of iframes. Remember the similar assignment you have to do, but just pay attention very closely how I am trying to construct a simple HTML page. We can include some links as well. For example, Ending tag of the A. This is for links. href is used. I'll try to mention google.com. I'll try to copy the exact domain how google.com looks like. So this is the URL for the google.com. Copy that. Go back to the our constructor page. Copy paste. I'll mention some message like here for what? For Google search. Save it. Go back to the page. Now there is no link here. The moment I refresh the page, we should get a link. Okay, this is the link. Click here for Google search. The moment I click on that, it should redirect to google.com. Let me click on that. Are we able to browse? Yes. Navigate back. This is how a simple HTML page is created. How about the background? If any kind of web page looks like this, will it be looking attractive or not attractive? The content is coming on the left hand side and background color is not there. So definitely, like if you want the customers to play around with your website, it has to look attractive. Okay. For that, we are constructing a web page with the help of HTML. If you want your website to look attractive, we depend on CSS, cascading style sheets. So we are going to introduce where exactly the cascading style sheets are used. Okay. For that, we try to refer CSS attributes. Let us see how we can refer these CSS attributes. Go to the file. So far, this is the body section, right? Entire thing. Within the body, I haven't listed any background color. Okay. I want to list some background color. Body is there. Give some space. Just like you mentioned source for image, source for iframe. I try to refer style here. STY style. Style means cascading style sheets. So what are the different style sheets you want to add? I want to change only background color. Just type background. It automatically lists you some of the options. Background color. Okay. So what is the color you want to put? Color. As of now, it is white, right? Plain white is there. Let us try to put what color should we put? Green, red, yellow, orange, blue. Okay, let us keep it as blue then. And save it. Let us see if it gets changed or not. Refresh the page. That's it. It got changed. But this content is not so clear now. I think white will be good for this content, right? Let us change this content color into white. And also I don't want this text to appear on the left hand side. It should appear at the center. Okay. Where is the text? Cyber security training starts from June. Even for paragraph also, we can put some attributes. Style is equal to double quotes. So color. What is the color you want to put? White. Color colon white. Again semicolon. And we need to do the alignment here. Just type text hyphen align colon center. That's it. And save it. I'm trying to shift this image towards the center, and even the color of the text also I'm trying to change it. Go back and refresh the page. Background color and color didn't got changed. How come? Okay, color white space we give. Actually it should be white. Save it. Refresh the page. That's good. Cybersecurity training starts from July 9th. Of course, still it is not so attractive, but I'm telling you the way how these HTML pages are constructed and what is the job that is done by the front-end developers. Go back to the page. Let me try to include some more attributes for CSS. what attributes I can put. We'll use the headers. Okay. This one I try to give like instead of paragraph, I give like header H1. This one also H1 because I want it to be bold, not the like a paragraph H1. Go back, refresh the page. Now it looks better. Instead of paragraph, I am trying to keep this one as header. Header 2 also I'll try to put. I try to copy. Let me copy this entire line instead of doing it again. S2 certifications list I'm trying to list. Certifications from CH, from EC Council. What are the different kinds of certifications we are providing? CH, then certified cloud security engineer for cloud security engineers, yes, Java. These are the certifications that are currently with us, right? Save it, go back to the page and refresh the page. The content should reflect here. That's it. Did we cover all the different kinds of elements? Of course, the syntax will change. The way how you, with almost any kind of object or any kind of element you see, it has a starting tag and it has the ending tag, and the starting tag, ending tag along with the source together is called an object or an element. So entire HTML pages are constructed with these elements. It doesn't matter what is the kind of element, just try to know the syntax how it is constructed. Let me try to include some pop-up by using a simple JavaScript. So the moment someone launches my page, I want to give a simple alert. For that, I want to make use of JavaScript. What is the ending tag of the script? Can anyone tell me? What should I give for ending tag? Forward slash. Very similar to the other tags. You can give any kind of message alert of welcome to cyber security training or welcome to ethical hack. The moment you run the script, this pop-up gets executed. How do we execute this? Go back to the page again. Refresh the page. Either you can refresh the page again or you can launch the page freshly. Refresh the page. Did you get the alert? Welcome to ethical hacking. Click on OK. Then the page gets loaded. Okay. So we have included some of the elements: header, head, title, body, scripts, images, iframes, links, JavaScript. This is one simple example of the HTML page. Let me tell you, there is a front-end developer who has 2 years of experience and he is working for our website. The developer has come. The business requirement is try to include one more certification that is called forensic investigation or CPENT, certified penetration tester. And as a developer, you need to do some changes. Can anyone tell me the changes is we need to include one more certification under the certifications. So along with case CPENT, CPENT, that is the certification. What is the line of code I should change? First line, second line, 10, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. What is the change I have to put? And if you can list the change, that is also fine. Let me copy this HTML and post it. I want you to send the change which you want to make it. Okay. Hold on, guys. I'm sending you the script. Now I want you to make the changes and send it to me. We want to include CPENT, CPENT, PENT. That certification in the code. What is the line of code that has to be changed? That is the first question. Third, 10, 12, 13, and 15. What is the line of code? We have to do the change. Okay. And what is the change you are supposed to do? Give me the entire element. I want the entire element. How you are going to construct? If you want to update with one more certification, in the header. CPENT, CPENT, PENT, Certified Penetration Tester, Testing Engineer. Only that line you can post. No need to post the entire HTML page. Only that element is fine. The first question is, what is the line of code you have to do change, and what is the change you are supposed to do for that object. So the answer is line number 30. Yes, all of you are correct. And what is the change we are supposed to do? Very simple. We know this is the starting tag and this is the ending tag, and these are the CSS attributes. Remember, these are the CSS attributes: color, text alignment. These are CSS attributes, and these are the elements. Okay. Only thing is, I want to add one more certification into that CPENT, Certified Penetration Testing Engineer. That's it. And save. Control S. Go back to the file. Refresh it. Is that reflected? Yes. That's it. This is the job of the front-end developers. Either they have to work on the production support, means any changes you can work, or you have to completely construct the page. They will tell you, in case if you are constructing the page, they will tell like the header should be like this, message should come like this, and the image should come like this. They only will provide all the data that is required for constructing the image. Your job is try to do better alignment, try to make it attractive by knowing the skills of HTML and CSS. That's it. This is the job of front-end developers. I can say like 60 to 70%. I'm sure you'll be able to understand the objects and different kinds of elements. Now let us take example of one website, scanme.nmap.org, because allfromvisual.com is down. We depend on scanme.nmap.org. Right click, or you can go to the Flipkart also. All these are different kinds of elements, right? How do you identify? Just right click and inspect. It will locate that element, whatever is the element I am trying to locate. Or there is a mouse icon. Just click on that. If you want to check the properties of some object within a web page, click on that mouse icon and locate that object. That's it. Click on that. You can see that starting tag of the image. Ending tag of the image and its attributes. Okay. And these elements are again like will be distributed within some divisions. Division is also one more element. Division means like segregation. That's it. Okay. Or if you want to locate some more element, a different element, some text. Where do we see the text here? Lowest price in 15 days. Click on that. They mention it under a class. That's okay. Go back to this one, or else we see like right click, inspect, then try to locate some paragraph. I want to locate the paragraph of this. So this is how the paragraph looks like. Same paragraph, P and ending tag of the P. Then we see the content here. Okay. How about image? If you want to locate image, go to the image, and image ending tag of the image is not there. They directly constructed this. They are trying to refer to the same domain, images site logo.png, height and width. This is on high level how we understand different kinds of elements. The reason is you should know the payload for hacking, but you should be able to inject that payload in a website. And where do we inject this payload? How do you inject this payload? For all kinds of attacks, if you want to perform, you should be familiar with this HTML concept. This is all about HTML, CSS, and JavaScript on a high level. I'm not telling you to the extent of the developers, but I'm sure like 70 to 80% of the developers' work, you'll be able to do it. The next thing is there is an assignment for you. I have constructed a web page like this by including all different kinds of elements. If you want to try with different, even some more additional elements, you can go to google.com, W3 schools, just type W3 schools HTML. You can learn different kinds of tags elements in under this W3 schools. So they tell about like basics, what do you mean by element, what do you mean by attributes, headings, paragraphs, styles, formatting, color, CSS, links, images, tables, list, classes, ID, iframes. I have covered most of the things. Only thing is for practicals, I just included some of the elements. If you are interested to learn more, it is always good to if you can learn more, or else at least you should have the basic understanding of how this HTML syntax works. Okay, you can refer this if you want to study more. But for our ethical hacking, whatever is the knowledge I have given, that is enough. I'm going to give the assignment for the weekend. What is the assignment? The assignment is each one of you has to construct a similar web page like this, but it should include iframes. As of now, I have included one iframe. The assignment is you can construct your favorite website. That's okay. But along with the one iframe of scanme.nmap.org, I want you to include 3 iframes total. First iframe, second iframe, third iframe. Source is equal to, this time Facebook is a second source. Put Facebook, then Google. I'm not giving the entire domain. I'm just giving some sample. I'm giving you the assignment what to do. Facebook, Google, and one more element is any of your favorite website. It can be your college website, or it can be a website where you are working, or any kind of website you like, right? For shopping or browsing some tutorials, any of your favorite website. But first one is Scanme, second one is Facebook, third one is Google, and fourth one is your favorite website. When I say this is with respect to the iframes. Images, you can create n number of images. Need not be like only Spider-Man. Any of your, as I said, any of your favorite hero, heroine, or any kind of comic movies or fiction movies, images, whatever you want, you can put it. This is all for assignment when you come on Monday. Okay. In case if you are able to do it at your home, the moment you finish the assignment, there are 2 things you are supposed to do. First thing is take the image like this. I'm going to post this image in the group. Post it in the WhatsApp group, no problem. Let it get spam, but I want you guys to finish the assignment. So first image is about the code. Second image is the moment you finish your assignment. Launch it in the browser and take a picture with mobile, because we have around 150 plus members. It is difficult for me to view all of your code, but try to post it in the group. So I have created, I mean to say 2 images. Now those 2 images you have to post it in the WhatsApp group. Okay, this is the assignment when you come for Monday session. If you are able to finish in the weekend itself, you can do it the moment you get finished. That's it. That's how I feel like you are done with the assignment. Have you guys got the image? Is it easy or tough? WhatsApp group. Chaitanya, you can post it to me. Okay. What do you guys think? It is easy or tough to create a simple HTML page? In fact, whatever I have covered is a completely programming. It is not like it is not non-programming. Front-end developers, they work on this kind of programming. To train you this HTML program outside, they'll take minimum of 2 weeks and maximum of 1 month. I don't think this kind of concepts really requires 2 weeks or 3 weeks.
Microsoft Teams. One running window is requesting a 10 exiting narrator.
Notepad once again. I'm going to share this Notepad plus plus. I'll share it in the same location as that of the Google Drive location. You can copy it from there. Okay. Or else if you want it now, I can send it immediately. Just hold on. Use it as a reference and try to finish the assignment. Any questions, anyone? iframe. Iframe means basically it is used for loading a website within a website. You want to load a website, but within a web page. What is the main web page here? Sample.html. This is the sample.html web page, right? But within that web page, I am able to load an iframe. How come iframe didn't get loaded? Maybe I would have deleted it. I'm supposed to cover one more concept here. What is that? Windows exploitation, right? We'll do it next week. What is that? Shutdown.io. We talked about some public IP address and public IP addresses and how to hack those public IP addresses. So if I know the public IP address, I should be able to hack the target within 1 minute, I said, right? Yes, iframe is a small box. You can consider like that. Don't spend much time try to understand the concept. On a high level, what you should know is all the web pages are constructed with different kinds of elements, and each element within a web page, all the web pages starts with root element HTML and ends with HTML root element. Okay, starting tag and ending tag. You can see that even in any kind of real websites as well. You can check even for W3 schools. Right click, inspect. Do you see the starting tag of that element HTML and head? Within that head, you define all the metadata here, whatever is required for your application. Okay. Try to do this by Sunday evening and post it in the group. Windows exploitation, I think, let me see, because we require one more image. I'll try to connect from a different laptop. Meantime, if you have any questions, do let me know. This is on a high level how we construct a page. Okay, if you want to study more about this HTML content, different kinds of styles, you refer to W3 schools, because we are not the front-end developers. My objective is I should be able to understand the HTML script. That's it. If you are able to reach that, that is fine. How to protect the site created by us. That's what we are trying to learn now. The entire ethical hacking, right? That is the administrator. Question from administrator. Someone logged in with administrator. Okay. Windows exploitation, will cover it later. Any questions from anyone? Is it clear? Say yes if you are good. Or if you have any questions, do let me know. Clear or any doubts? If you have doubts, post it in the chat window itself. I'll try to answer it. Say yes, understood, no doubts, like that, something like that. Sai Ishwar, what is the question? Post it one more time. What is meant by payload? Okay, can anyone answer what is meant by payload? Already I asked the same question. Payload means small piece of code which is required for exploitation purpose. Okay, basically whenever you try to hack something, there is some piece of code which is actually doing that job. Whether you want to take remote desktop or you want to modify something, that specific piece of code is called the payload or input. Okay, yeah. Any other questions, anyone? Thank you guys. We'll catch up again on Sunday or Monday. Sunday, if required, half an hour session, I'm going to take it because I'm going to explain you some of the links that is required for you to download some softwares that is required for the labs. If required, I'll take on Sunday for 30 minutes, one session. If not, then Monday. I'll let you know in the group, WhatsApp group. Thank you so much. Have a great weekend. In case if there are any additional sessions in the weekend, try to attend that. My session will be on Monday again. From next week, Monday onwards, you'll have a revision session on all these concepts from one of our trainer, Gayatri. Okay. It is not like completely revision. If you have any doubts on the topics, whichever I have covered, you can ask. The timings will be similar timings, 8 to 8:30 like that, half an hour. If it is on Sunday, that is tentative as of now. Tentative means either I take it up or I may not take it up. Fine then. See you on Monday. Bye bye.